Welcome to Cinemagma. In today's video, we will showcase the Los Angeles red carpet premiere video of the 2022 American science fiction psychological thriller series titled Severance. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel to be notified when new videos are released. Severance is an American science fiction psychological thriller streaming television series created by Dan Erickson and directed by Ben Stiller and Aoife McArdle. It stars Adam Scott, Zach Cherry, Britt Lower, Tramell Tillman, Jen Tullock, Dichen Lachman, Michael Chernus, John Turturro, Christopher Walken, and Patricia Arquette. The plot follows Mark, Scott, an employee of Lumon Industries who agrees to a severance program in which his non-work memories are separated from his work memories. The series premiered on Apple TV Plus on February 18, 2022, to universal acclaim from critics who praised his performances, narrative, musical score, cinematography, and production design. The series was renewed for a second season in April 2022. Without much further ado, please enjoy the Severance LA premiere video.
First of all, it's Patricia Arquette's birthday today.
Most of you haven't seen this before, that everyone would, starting at the end, will introduce themselves and say their instant reaction to watching that.
Amazing. I had never read any of the scripts, so I didn't know. It was great.
I actually read the scripts aloud to Michael, so this is awkward.
I'll take a Xanax if anyone has one.
I agree with all that. It was great.
Exhausted.
My heart just got a workout.
Intense.
I'm still pretty sure this is a prank that people are playing on me.
It was fun to watch it with people, so thank you for letting us have that experience. We're just so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful you could all be here and experience this with us together. We've all been working on the show for a long time. I feel like we've all been down on the severed floor, and we've been not able to come up to the surface, and this is the first time. So thanks for being a part of this and for supporting the show. Thank you again for coming, and enjoy the episode. The show is about a guy who decides to have this chip put in his head, where when he goes to work, he doesn't remember anything about his life on the outside, and then when he comes home, he doesn't remember at all what happened at work. I just love the concept, the idea of the duality that we have in our lives, and the idea of cutting ourselves off. Someone who does work that's creative, it's always part of what you're doing because it's kind of part of who you are. So I think it's hard to think about severing from work for me because I love doing what I do.
Severance is really about this very human need to compartmentalize parts of our lives, whether it's work or grief or a part of yourself that you are at odds with. She's really functioning as the audience, asking what the hell is going on. As she's curious, making discoveries, so are we. So we're really in the audience's perspective with her. Adam is amazing. He's like the ringmaster. It's a really compelling series that brings up a lot of really human questions.
Severance came from my own corporate misery because I was working a series of office jobs, mostly temp, and I wasn't enjoying myself and found myself walking in one day and just thinking, God, if I could not experience the next 8 hours and just skip right ahead to the evening, I would totally do that, which is a weird thing to catch yourself wishing for, like, oh, I wish I had less time on Earth. Working with Ben Stiller is an insane and arduous and beautiful process. He is the most detail-oriented guy. He's an extremely intelligent guy. It's magical. Like, it really is. Like, he's such a brilliant guy, and I think one of the greatest directors working today.
It's just this giant company that has its fingers in every pie and is up to no good. It's so intense. It's so exciting that it's just the most remarkable finale of any show you've ever seen.
Devon's a sister of Mark, played by the wonderful Adam Scott, and the wife of Rickon, played by the wonderful Michael Chernus. And she's sort of the conscious and emotional center of Mark's Audi life. There have been some fun theories bouncing around. I've actually been reading more from my own friends who have been texting me feverishly, like, okay, it's all a dream. I love Ben. He's a director who knows what he wants and who's a pristine communicator, who let us play also at the same time, so we were never left wanting or wondering what was needed of us.
Severance is a procedure where you basically get a chip implanted in your brain so that when you are at work, you don't have any knowledge of who you are outside of work. And supposedly the idea is to engender some kind of work-life balance.
Well, initially it was Ben, because I loved working with him, so I wanted to work with him again. So he let me know about this project. They sent me the first pilot, and it was like, what is this thing? What is it? So then I asked him and Dan, and then they just gave me a million other answers that led to 1,000 other questions. What is she? I mean, I think everybody has their own opinion and their own reason of why they do what they do. She has a very fleshed out backstory and reason of why she is doing what she does. Adam's lovely. Everybody is incredible. And it was such a strange project to work on to begin with. It's such a claustrophobic kind of world, the Lumon world.
Mr. Milchick is responsible for HR. He keeps the office culture moving and is responsible for productivity. He is a passionate guy. He's a committed guy to the Lumon principles. It's really hard to have an absolute favorite because everyone brings such a different note to this symphony, and it's just a joy to watch.
I read, I was like, this is incredible. I mean, I was like, this is just incredible. I'd never read a TV show quite like this. Ben Stiller has invented a new genre, comedic thriller.
My character is, he's sort of a guy who just like wants to do his job, and for him, that's all he knows. He doesn't know anything else about himself, so he kind of buckles down and tries to do what he can to earn his perks at work. Tramell was constantly scary and fascinating and surprising me, so it was very fun to do scenes with him. The sets were really like that. It was very just off. Everything was very unsettling. It's sci-fi, it's thriller, it's funny, it's satire, it's a lot. It's got a lot going on.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and comment on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are released.